So take this one. This is Amazon traditional. They bought books, stored books, financed books. Then they got customers and sold them and set the price and bill and collect, right? And then Jeff said, maybe we should sell used books. And everybody said, well, that's pretty crazy. And he said, well, look, we won't have to buy the book, store the book, ship the book. We won't have to set the price and finance the inventory. We can just do these 4 things and add some awesome software. And guess what? Half their business is selling other people's products today through other people's stores. And the used book business is about as big as the new book business, and it's almost as profitable by cutting out some of those other things. New models sometimes destroy more value than they create, but the difference goes to the consumer, and that's why they're catching on so fast. We talked about Uber earlier. Uber looked at the business of limos and said, well, we don't want to own cars, licensed cars, and service cars. The market enforces our standards. The drivers find us. So we'll just do these 4 things and add some awesome software, and then the biggest limo company in the world. Airbnb, exactly the same. Hey, we're not going to find hotels. Hotels find us. We're not going to provide security, manage the property, hire the staff. We're not going to set prices. The market enforces our standards by reviewing us. So we'll do these 4 things and add some awesome software and become the biggest hotel company in the world. Put your value on a Rubik's Cube, because these guys are doing it with less capital and more speed. But you say, hey, this is not fair. I have customers, I have products, I have factories, logistics, I have an awesome brand, but maybe you're not easy to deal with. Maybe you're not as simple as Uber or Airbnb. Remember the new mantra in Silicon Valley? Step 1, install software. There is no step 2. Just step 1. It's drop dead easy. So don't let some kid in the valley come eat your lunch. You have to figure out how to own the assets and the edge. Because if you don't own the edge, you don't own the customer, and you will be disrupted. You have to think about what is the new model. Now, there are a lot of ways to approach this. When I was at American Airlines, we invented yield management for airlines. How to get the most out of a ticket. And in IT, we approached our CEO and we said, we should sell this to other companies. And marketing said, no way. This is the jewel. Don't give it away. And our chairman said, sell it. Sell it. Keep a few jewels for us, but sell it. Because if we don't do it, somebody else will. Why don't we make money out of it, even though we're an airline? And we created a very large business selling airline software. Recently, I spoke to a company called Hartford Steam Boiler. They are a 160-year-old insurance company still doing fine. They started out insuring boilers after the Civil War. You know what they do today? They still do boilers, but they also do cyber insurance. And they've invested in the Internet of Things. They stepped back and said, how can we live in these new markets and provide a similar product, right? So let's figure out how to turn disruption off.